everyone, I'm Zataea and I bid you welcome to my channel. I don't know if you have seen this in the previous episode, but I created a Borzoi with a beautiful galactic scenery. But I have multiple ideas with that, and with the help of the digital field I can play even more, so I decided to recreate that specific dog into a few more designs. But in this episode, I wanted to do him as a distinguished gentleman, as his statue imposes. So let's take the painting and strip it down of any other decorations. And also get rid of the excess fur, because we're only going to use the head for this one. In order to create the design for this one, I turned out to dear old Pinterest for inspiration, and I came up with these elements that I decided to incorporate in my art piece. Don't worry if you can't see it clearly right now, it's still a sketching process. Once that is done, let's just do some basic coloring so we know which is which. And I don't think I'll be needing this one anymore, so let's just cut up a little bit here and choose the color of the suit. I'll go into a darkish gray for this one, more neutral. For the moment, my bow is going to be brown, but I will change my mind in the future. Also, if you want a full time lapse without any other cutscenes like we have it here, this is story time, please check the video for my channel for that as well. It will be there. I initially thought that making the corners more round seems nicer, but once I got this one colored in, it looked more like a goofy style of hat, so I needed to sharpen the edges a little bit, just a bit. Yes, it looks more distinguished right now. Now that this is done, it's time to go into the shapes and put some highlights and shadows just to create that 3D effect. And since the tone of music imposes more elegant communication, I'll try to speak like this. Hopefully I will not offend anyone, because I am not trying to do that. I'm just trying to be more elegant and eloquent. Now, back to our art project, shall we? We need to add in the lights and the shadows, as I said previous, so I'm going to start with the shadows, just to get the basic shape out, to know where am I supposed to feel the folds of the fabric. Well, digital fabric, that is. Now that we have the basic shadows done, let's just put the highlights so we can create that 3D effect even more. It already feels like fabric, doesn't it? Just a little bit of shine here and there to make it more glossy looking, with a little bit of smaller white, and we are done. Something feels off. We are a distinguished gentleman, but we still are a dog, so we need to add a little bit more ruffle, because we are moving actually, right? We need to put that effect in. And in order to create that separation effect from the fabric and the fur itself, we need to add a few more shadows and highlights on the white shirt. This will also give that illusion of curvature. Now it's time to work on the hat. Let's create that 3D effect to that as well, and to the suit. In order to make this work, we need to think of the suit as a 3D object and understand where the light is going to come down from, and where will it be any blockages, for example at the neck of the dog. And of course the roundness or the shape, the basic shape of the suit itself. How is it going to stand? If it has a rough material, or will it be more soft, which will mean that it will lean more towards gravity downwards, or if it's going to have ruffles. In my situation, it's going to be sturdy, a little bit rough. No, but for the background, I have tried many ways and I had blockage. I didn't know what to put exactly, and I eventually, after 2 hours of pondering, I came up with this design. And apparently my English accent vanished, so apparently I cannot hold that for very long. I know the details are not perfect, I could have done it better, but I need to study more on this kind of Baroque designs but I guess it has to be okay for now. Just for now. And after the background has been finished and more detail off camera, it's time to add our distinct gentleman monocle. Because that's what distinct gentlemen that have poor eyesight in that period wore. We'll make it golden this time so they can add a little bit of more luxury to the character and a little bit of shine. Now it's time to work on all the beads as well. And yes, it's gold. And on the part, the lower part, will be a watch someday, soon enough, in a couple of minutes. And after all the beads are polished that much that they are shining, it's time to focus on the watch itself. For this design, I had to again search on the internet to come up with a pattern that suited me, and I chose a combination between multiple watches. At this point it was midnight and I wanted to finish it so I can go to sleep peacefully, but a lot of details kept coming into my head, and as you can see, I like to work with details not only in this one but in every piece that I have. So I could not go to sleep. I had to finish the watch. Sadly, I was missing a piece of the watch and I didn't figure out till morning. And I finished it this morning basically, and also recreated the time shores. The tongues. I don't know how they're called, to be honest. I forgot. If you like what I do and you wish to be informed about my future episodes and have fun together creating beautiful and funny things like this one, please consider supporting me on the channel by subscribing. It is free for you, but it means a lot to me. And thank you kindly in advance for being part of the support group. And here is the finished piece. What do you think of the overall result? Do you have any ideas to add multiple themes, because I'm thinking of a girl as well? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye everyone!